Let's fight. Let's fight, folks. A very good evening to each and every one of you, wherever you guys are joining us from this evening. Welcome in the ring. And you know, once we are on, folks, we gotta fight. We gotta fight. No standees. Let's fight. Let's fight, guys. It's Wednesday night, and we got a lot of information to get through, a lot of things to discuss with each and every one of you. So again, welcome, welcome, welcome in the ring. I see Vashti is here. Is it Vashti Magnot? I also see Desiree Smart Felix. I also see Yvonne joining us from Twitter, and Claudine LaRose Dukwa. Claudine, how you doing? How you doing, Claudine? How is Kokwani this evening? Good to see you, Claudine, Stacey and Stoll and Laverne, Fedrix, Roseanne Langevine, all the other folks, excuse me. I see Maville Griffith. Is it Schultz, rather? Maville Schultz. I see Norma Benjamin Singh and Candy Indercheat. Candy Nalene Indercheat. Good to see you there. Elderly Gilbert. All the other folks, welcome in the ring. Wherever you guys are joining us from this evening, good to see so many of you. Good to see so many of you in the ring. Pollyann Schultz is your whole Schultz family in the ring this evening. Good to see you, Gwyneth Jones. Folks, we got to fight. We got to fight. Don't wait to share the live stream. Don't wait to show those emojis. Let's fight, guys. Let's fight. Great to see all of you in the ring tonight. I see Abigail Othniel Prasad joining us from the West Bank of Demerara. Good to see you, Bollian Mullin. All of you folks. Raul Brando, Ramatar. I see Glennis. Good to see you there, Glennis. Kim Walker. Orin Barker. Once you see I call only one name, no, the thing go by so fast I can't get it. Alison Bennett. Marlon Williams. Good to see you, Marlon. Diane Fordyce. Orwell Don Cook and Roseanne Langevine. Marilyn Thomas. Faye Brown. Good to see you, Faye. Rosie, Rose, Jeff. All the usual suspects in the ring this evening, guys. And we got so much to share with you. So much to share with you guys this evening. We are ready to go. We are fired up and we are ready to go, guys. We are ready with the hot topics. Ready to do what we got to do here in the ring, folks. It's Wednesday night. Happy Wednesday night to each and every one of you. Guyanese, home, in the diaspora, around the world. Welcome in the ring, folks. Great to have each and every one of you with us this evening. We prefer it no other way. We prefer it no other way, guys. You do not know how much you guys touch us when you show up. I can tell you all the story just now. It's not me, it's y'all. It's y'all fault again, all these problems. It's y'all. Good to see you, each and every one of you nonetheless. Each and every one of you, we are privileged. We are privileged, guys, to have you, all of you in the ring. We want it no other way. We are happy to have each and every one of you in the ring with us tonight. Each and every one of you. Love having you guys. Roshana James and Shauna Allen. Is it Shauna Allen or Shauna Hazel? Again, it's going by so fast. I might have called somebody's name. Let me see if I can go back up and see. Yes, it's Shauna Hazel or Sheena Hazel and Rosanna James, Don Raymond. I see Robin Allen Barnwell, Paul D'Angelo. I see St. Romain Adams, Chanel Mitchell. Good to see each and every one of you guys. We want to see those shares. We want to see those retweets. Folks, it's a dark time in Dartmouth. It's a dark time in Dartmouth. Very, very dark, folks. I see Robin again is there. St. Romain Adams. And I see Melva. Is it S. Brandt? Good to see you, Melva. I see Michelle, Marsha Glasgow. Marsha, how you doing? Samantha Jilts. All of you folks, love having you guys in the ring. Selena Fraser, one of our biggest supporters. Good to see you, Selena, joining us from Ontario, Canada. Good to see you, Selena. Good to see you again, Valda Robinson, and is it Shondell Ward and Jacqueline Scholl, Tessa Isaacs Gravesandi. Good to see you, Tessa. Watching you too, Tessa. Deborah Sharona Lynch. Deborah, I see you a little bit, girl. Like the what guy about? Good to see you, Deborah. I see Stefan Hopkins. I see Amanda Daniels, Joy King, Jamal Aziz, all the usual suspects. Kada Ramkin. Good to see you, Kada. Marsha Asby, Cecile Ogle. Good to see you there, Cecile. Polly and Court, good to see you, Polly. Is it Delia Silcott? Delia Silcott, good to see you, Delia. Kesh Sharma as well. All of you folks, great to have you guys in the ring. And guys, let's get our housekeeping out of the way so that we can get on to the business at hand. Still asking some of you guys to come on board. All of you guys, not some. All of you guys to come on board and partner with us. As you know by now, it isn't easy doing this. You all see, because you all keep showing up. You all keep showing up. Suddenly we have the attention of the entire government and cabinet. We're shocking them. We are shocking. It's not me. It's not me in this, whatever color tie is this, and this jacket and tie and so forth. It's because you guys keep showing up on our show and pushing us in front. Pushing us to be noticed. Pushing us to be noticed. That is what got us busy. That is what got the attention of the country in the ring. But we'd have it no other way, guys. We'd have it no other way. And so we're asking you guys to come on board and partner with us on a monthly basis. Folks, we need your help. We need your help. If it was not so, I would not ask for it. We need your help on a monthly basis. Come partner with us. It's going to be money well spent. $5 on a monthly basis, $10, 15, $20. If you want to go higher than that, that's up to you. We're available on Cash App. It's the $ in the ring 592 at Cash App. It's the $ in the ring 592. That's our Cash App handle. We're also available on PayPal. It's in the ring 592 at gmail.com. That's our email for the PayPal platform. In the ring 592 at Gmail. And as you know by now, or should know, we're also available on MM3. That's our homegrown indigenous platform. We're available in 627-6963, 627-6963. And you can also WhatsApp any queries to that very number. We'd be happy to give you some guidance. And we're also available at MoneyGram and Western Union, folks. So we're inviting you guys to partner with us on a monthly basis. Again, we need your help, each and every one of you. That aside, folks, let's fight. Let's fight. Welcome in the ring to each and every one of you again. Let's dispense with that graphic there, in which we invite you guys to partner with us on a monthly basis. And I cannot stress enough how much we need your help. So come on board with us and help us to do what we're doing much, much better. Help us to do it much, much stronger. We need you guys. We need you guys. And as you guys know, we're available on Twitter. We're available on WhatsApp. We're available on YouTube. We're available on Instagram as well. And I think I'm going to use our Instagram handle. So you can follow me on Instagram at Shara Duncan. You can follow me on Twitter at Shara Duncan. You can follow me on YouTube as well, Shara Duncan. Like the Facebook page. Whichever Facebook page we're showing up on this evening, I want you guys to like that Facebook page. I want you guys to share that Facebook page. We want to see the emojis this evening. We want you to follow that Facebook page as well. Wherever you guys are picking us up from, we are privileged to have each and every one of you in the ring. Guys, share the live stream, share the link back to Twitter, back to WhatsApp, and folks can watch us right on WhatsApp there. Again, we are happy to have each and every one of you. Let's fight, folks. And I am ready to get right into the hot topics. If you guys are ready as well. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to rumble? Are you guys ready? So much drama. Good to have you guys in the ring again, folks. Whether you're joining us on Twitter, you're joining us on Facebook, you're joining us on YouTube, wherever you're joining us from. If you're joining us from the Sherrod Avery Duncan Facebook page, the Christopher Jones Facebook page, APNU AFC Facebook page, Alliance for Change Facebook page, wherever you're joining us from around the world, folks, share that live stream and let's get right to it. We want to see, folks. We want to see those shares and we want to see those emojis. And as we get right to it, folks, in the hot topics this evening, let us turn our attention immediately to COVID-19, because if you thought COVID-19 was not out of control, folks, the information that we have this evening will prove to you beyond the shadow of a reasonable doubt that COVID-19 is out of control in Guyana, thanks to the installed administration. Many thanks to them, because they care. Because they care. And as we begin our coverage on COVID-19, this evening's update, we want to say farewell, walk good, and goodbye to Brother Maxwell Thom. As you guys know or should know, Maxwell was the broadcaster who owned and operated, I think, 93.1 and also Wireless Connections in Border Market. He was a businessman. He loved the Lord Jesus Christ very much, and we know that in the Christian faith, to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. And so on behalf of the In the Ring team, we want to say that our thoughts and prayers go out to his family and also all of the folks down at Wireless Connections in Border Market and also all of the folks there at 93.1 in Caneview Avenue, South Renville Gardens. Our heartfelt condolences go out to each and every one of you guys. We feel your pain at this time. And as you may have known, Brother Maxwell Thom passed as a result of COVID-19 yesterday. And so again, our thoughts and prayers go out to his family. And in terms of more COVID information, we are learning today, ladies and gentlemen, from very, very credible source that 24, as we turn our attention to the Jagabats, on COVID-19, 24 GDF cadet officers have tested positive for COVID-19. 24. And what is so startling about these 24 cadet officers from the Guyana Defense Force that have tested positive for COVID-19, you all know that little accent there, positive for COVID-19, is the fact that they were fully vaccinated according to the information that we have received. Again, this is information from very, very credible source, and we also saw that HGPTV Nightly News also carried this information from credible sources as well, and so it's in that bracket as very, very credible source. And as soon as we can confirm it, we will do. But again, there's silence from the Army thus far, and this information has been in the public domain for a few hours now, and there is quietude. All is quiet at the GDF front. We had expected to hear some information from them by now, but again, very, very credible information suggests that 24 GDF cadet officers have tested positive for COVID-19, and they were all fully vaccinated according to the information that we have received. Priya Under Pressure, ladies and gentlemen, pressure. And as we say here colloquially, those of you watching us around the world, that pressure does bust pipe, pressure does make water go uphill. Priya is under pressure this evening because also on the COVID front, ladies and gentlemen, we are learning from, and we're picking up this information from Newsroom this evening, that 17 schools, since school reopened on the 6th day of September, have closed because of either teachers or students contracting COVID-19, testing positive for COVID-19. 17 schools we are learning this evening. And not only was this information available to us, but again, we are corroborating with news sources like Newsroom that also feature this information. 17 schools, and I think this was a comment on the sidelines of an event that happened there at the Artichoke Convention Center. These comments were attributed to, again, the installed Minister of Education, Priya Manik-Chan. So pressure, 17 schools. And when were we going to hear about this? This is thing to call press conference for. Not so, ladies and gentlemen, folks watching us around the world, this is what you call press conferences for. Let's fight! So again, the breaking news on the COVID front, ladies and gentlemen, is that 24 GDF ranks, fully vaccinated, are confirmed to be COVID-19 positive. And on the education front, with regards COVID-19, also we are learning, ladies and gentlemen, that at Camp Maduini, the soldiers were tested positive. But on the education front, 17 schools across the country has closed since their opening 2 weeks ago because of both teachers and students And I would hazard to think parents as well, because those students go to household, they go to communities, they go to villages. And so we can understand why we're seeing this high incident of COVID-19 confirmed cases on a daily basis. And not only that, COVID-19 deaths as well, ladies and gentlemen. So Priya's under pressure. And people have a tendency, when they're under pressure, ladies and gentlemen, to do weird things, to say weird things, and to show their hidden parts. The true nature, ladies and gentlemen, of people tend to emerge. That is our thinking. When people are under pressure, the true nature of people. And so just today, we put out that there was a school at Grove that seems not to be ready for the students who were going back there. As a matter of fact, parents were complaining that their students had to traverse a very bushy area that seemed waterlogged. And they were very concerned. And though they sent us the photograph, we were able to confirm it, and so we shared it on social media. Priya wasn't having that. Priya was not having that, ladies and gentlemen. So Priya, in a chat with her district officers, was trying to find out whether the information we shared here in the ring was accurate. Folks, y'all gotta brace yourself. Y'all gotta brace yourself. It's a long time we had the popcorn and the cokes. You gotta take out your popcorn and your cokes, people. Brace yourself for what Priya said in the chat group. Or at least what it has been alleged that the Minister of Education would have said. It is shocking, the allegation that is being made. Credible. Are you guys ready for it? It's gonna shock you what was said about the information we put up. Are you guys ready? I hope you guys are ready. So this is what was said in that chat group just today. And I want to bring it up a little close for you guys. I want to bring it up a little closer. This is what the minister said. Posted a minute ago. That is the post from In the Ring. It's on our page about the school in Grove. Is this true? Or is this Parasite making this up? So I was called a parasite. I was called a parasite. My only grievance there, ladies and gentlemen, my only grievance there is that I wasn't called Honorable Parasite MP. If true, we need to fix. Why won't you know if all your schools aren't in a state of readiness 2 weeks after their reopening? Why won't you know that? If true, we need to fix. If we are, we need, I also fix. If are we, need, I also fix. So this comment is attributed to the Minister of Education, allegedly in this WhatsApp chat group, posted a minute ago. This after we would have posted our post. If true, is this true or is this Parasite? You see, when people start calling people names, you just get a lot of statements. When people start calling names, you just get a lot of statements. A lot of statements are issued condemning name calling. But today I was called a parasite. Or is this Parasite making it up? Folks, you better share the live stream. It's get better. Drink your cokes, eat your popcorn. It gets better. That's the first part. That is round one, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all tax somebody. Priya Under Pressure. And as we said last night, Priya acting wild. She wild in. And then when people come after Priya, critically, in the political arena, you hear you're attacking women. You're attacking women. But Priya can call me a parasite. before the district education officers. All is well and good. But when Priya is called a wild hog and a boar hog, I didn't call her that. I reposted it on my Facebook page. And then you get all kinds of statements being issued. But look what else was said. Look what else was said. Allegedly, by the Honorable Minister in this group for the district officers. Look what was said, folks. And the rest of you understand, regardless of how you voted, and even if you give him your support, he would throw you under the bus for a couple Facebook likes and to participate in his favorite nighttime session right now, obsessing over me. Priya thinks I'm obsessing over her. Oh my Lord. She said that so fondly. I like that. If only we could put some hearts. Again, I'll read it for you guys. And the rest of you understand, regardless of how you voted. And even if you gave him your support, he would throw you under the bus for a couple of Facebook likes. Y'all better like this. Y'all better like this stream. Y'all better share this stream, folks. He would throw you under the bus. I would never throw women under the bus. I would never throw women under the bus. This parasite would never throw women under the bus for a couple of Facebook likes and to participate in his favorite nighttime session right now, obsessing over me. Oh my Lord. I think of Priya so fondly in the evening, so very fondly, while I'm obsessing over her. My Lord. Y'all know I take one for the team with Priya any day. And then ask my wife forgiveness. I would take one for the team. Sometimes it's any port for a storm. I find her writing so entrancing, so captivating, enchanted. And the rest of you, regardless of how you voted, and even if you gave him your support, he would throw you under the bus. Probably on a bear, but not under the bus, for a couple of Facebook likes and to participate in his favorite nighttime session. I don't think it's my favorite. It might be high up there on the list. His favorite nighttime session right now, obsessing over me. Isn't that so cute? Isn't that so nice? I like that. And while I'm obsessing over the installed Minister of Education, ladies and gentlemen, so fondly, like a 16-year-old, my heart fluttering. While I'm obsessing, let us turn our attention, as we obsess, ladies and gentlemen, let us turn our attention to what some are now deeming a welfare program. Lots of you would have seen vouchers are giving out. Vouchers left, right, and center. Not too bad. Once the teacher is getting something. Me rowing. Once the teacher is getting something. But not only the teachers, some of the cleaners contacted us and said, what happened to we? Yep. Some of the cleaners made contact with us as well and asked, what happened to we? And the security at the school too, so we getting voucher and certificate and so forth. What happened to us? But when this thing was revealed, these certificates, my God. When the certificates were revealed, people are asking lots of questions. For instance, as you share, y'all don't disappoint Priya, so y'all is for a few likes. So y'all gotta like the live stream and y'all gotta share for a few likes. Questions are being asked. How come at survival you only getting to spend 4,000? Ladies and gentlemen, but in photographs, you're getting 15,000 to take photographs. That is very, very startling. Very, very startling, ladies and gentlemen. Too many of y'all want to take selfies. And perhaps you can't do it by yourself with your smartphones. Or perhaps some of y'all got mango pelters. So you all need 15,000 for photographs. But for me, any little frack the teachers can get extra, I for that. So who went and collect it? I glad for y'all. Who collect the voucher? I glad for y'all. I hear people looking at shoes. Some people want to know what kind of shoes the minister does buy for 4,000. Right? Some people want to know what kind of shoes you're buying for 4,000. I don't know. 4,000 shoes? But they had shoes on display today and all at the Orchard Convention Center. Some say it was a fire sale. Folks, y'all better share this live stream. Don't disappoint Priya. We aim to please. We want to see those emojis. But something stood out. A matter of fact, many things stood out. Many things stood out from this voucher. For instance, how these businesses were chosen. How were these businesses chosen to be part of this voucher system? That is a question I saw a lot of citizens asking under the post of the Ministry of Education. And questions were posed to us. Concerned citizens called us and asked us, what is happening? And some of them are raising eyebrows. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to share that with you. At least one of them. If we have the time, I'll share some more. But at least one of them. Because one of the businesses, ladies and gentlemen, don't put away your popcorn as yet. At least one of the certificates that were given out, I told you, is this 15,000 for photography? 15,000 for photography. And at survival, you're getting 4,000 for grocery. And then I say another 4,000 for shoes. But the gentleman, Mr. Williams, one Philip Williams, who has the photography business, it was brought to our attention that Mr. Williams also works for the Learning Channel. At least he says that on his Facebook page. He works for the Learning Channel and he has a photography business as well on the side, a side hustle. But not only that, Mr. Williams' wife is the communications director and press secretary at the office of the president. At the office of the president, ladies and gentlemen. And so again, the question that is being asked, how were these businesses chosen? Y'all don't disappoint Priya, share the live stream. We are not suggesting by any means that anything untoward has happened. But of course, a matter of this magnitude raises eyebrows. Because I, for one, was there when Cathy Hughes, businesses going to her husband was questioned, business going to her firm allegedly was questioned, even though it wasn't from the ministry she was working at. And so when one sees somebody who is working with the government, Mr. Philip Williams says he is with the Learning Channel. He says he's a photographer. He's a sociologist. According to his Facebook page, he's a music producer. And he works with the Guyana Learning Channel. That's a government entity. And we understand from inquiries that he's a technical person there. But his business is being given 15,000 per certificate for photographs. And this is what we saw in the public domain. And then his wife is the communications director and press secretary at the office of the president. Of course, everything is above board here, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, there must be the presumption of regularity. But you cannot fault us for questioning because it has raised eyebrows in a lot of quarters. Share the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. And talking about the president. who Mrs. Williams worked for, who her husband works for the state and is getting $15,000 for certificate for photography. Talking about that president, he was on a rant today. A very lengthy statement on democracy. It's the International Day of Democracy. Don't let us remember when Comrade Janet Jagan threw the court writ over her shoulder. No, don't let us remember that. Don't let us remember when the marshal from the court was prevented bodily from serving the court writ on Mrs. Jagan. No, don't let us remember that. Don't let us remember Gokul Budu at GECOM. No, do not let us remember that either. Let us only remember the things that you want to remember. Don't let us remember what transpired on the East Coast, among lots of other places. Statutory documents missing from ballot box. No, Irfaan, don't let us remember all of those things. And in this lengthy statement, ladies and gentlemen, put out by this Jagabat on International Day of Democracy 2021, there's no mention of local government elections. It is as though it does not even exist. And local government elections supposed to be in November. But don't let us mention any of that. Irfaan, let us walk past all of that. Let us walk past it as we try to whitewash history, ladies and gentlemen. And while we're on elections, while we're on Irfaan and his revisionist history, while we're on this Jagabat, what is happening at GECOM? GECOM gone? What is happening at GECOM? Ladies and gentlemen, one gets the impression that GECOM gone. And so information in the public domain suggests that all hell is breaking loose at GECOM. It suggests all hell, not some hell, all, is breaking loose at GECOM. For instance, we saw reporting today that suggests that payments for staff are being held up because there's nobody to sign for them. Because why? These Jagabats, and fire them. These Jagabats and terminate their contracts of employment. You better share the live stream. And lots of persons are out there, political pundits are saying this is because they do not want local government elections. We were made to understand that buildings that are being rented from GECOM, the owners of those buildings have not been paid rent since January. Because why? Checks have gone unsigned because these bright folks at GECOM didn't think about that when they were terminating the people. Or perhaps they will use this as a pretext now to expedite some hirings. It didn't miss our attention recently. You folks joining us from around the world, it did miss our attention recently that you got some people lobbying for certain people at GECOM. Yes, that Jagabat Freddy Kissoon. That Jagabat Freddy Kissoon is here talking about, among others, lobbying for certain personalities at GECOM. So who knows, in addition to rents not being paid, salaries not being paid, we heard other bills, internet bill and light bill, and a whole host of things are coming undone at GECOM. Because these four Jagabats, the fantastic four at GECOM, they were only thinking in the moment, which seems to be the hallmark of the PPP administration. Which seems to be the hallmark of the PPP administration. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a dark time in Dartmouth. It's a dark time, ladies and gentlemen, in Dartmouth. And this is on the Essequibo coast, or Essequibo coast. Depends on which school you went to. But we learned today, the nation was horrified to learn that shot dead by police was Mr. Orin Boston. The nation was horrified to learn this. And there seem to be this evening more questions than answers. And every news report seems to give a different spin on this story of Orin Boston, businessman there on the Essequibo coast, shot dead by police in his own home. Lots of questions. And we have been showing you on this program in the past that we are quickly as a nation becoming the wild, wild west. We showed you this in a previous program. All of these names here are persons who have been gunned down since the PPP took office, August 2nd, 2020. The Crosses, the Jagabats, the Nakavakamites, the Kavakamites. We got to fight them. So all of these, ladies and gentlemen, are people who have been gunned down. August 4th, Rondell Haynes. December 8th, 2020, Peter Gonzalez. April 21st, 2021, Odingo Anthony Haywood. July 7th, 2021, Delron McKenzie. August 2nd, 2021, Jaleel Liao. October 17, 2021, Sion London. March 21st, 2021, Ricardo Fagundes. May 28, 2021, Ronald Omar Smith. July 19, 2021, Devin McLennan. August 10, 2021, Ulysses De Silva. September 1, 2021, Daniel Fraser and Shanika Ford. Gunned down. It's the wild, wild west under the PPPC administration. It's the wild, wild west. And in addition to that, ladies and gentlemen, around the world, folks here home in Guyana, we have noticed another trend. We have noticed another trend in the Guyana police force. Another trend. Let me show you what we have noticed coming out of the Guyana police force. The wild, wild west. Y'all better share the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. The wild, wild west. So these have been persons who have been shot dead by the police. Some of the names, shot dead by the police. And we want to walk you through some of them. In July last year, late July, Cecile Sampat was shot dead by members of the Guyana police force. In December of last year, those police officers who were charged, had their charge reduced from murder and in one case to manslaughter. From murder to manslaughter. It is shocking the circumstances under which these men lost their lives. And this is reports we have picked up in the media. It is shocking, ladies and gentlemen. Starbuck News reports on Cecile Sampat's passing. It says that he was unarmed when he was shot 4 times July 25th, 2020 by police ranks. The police report, before I get to that, it says here in the report by Starbuck News, as a result of an incident that happened on the East Coast, the East Bank rather, police chased after the vehicle that contained Cecile Sampat. The pursuit ended at Durban Street and Mandela Avenue. There, the 1st Guyana Police Force Patrol requested that the vehicle occupants lie on the ground while other officers made their way to the scene. So they were out of the car and they were on the ground. Starbuck News says that. They were on the ground as other officers made their way to the scene. The report by the police did not state when or how the men were shot, but that 2 men were injured. But the 2 men who were injured were escorted to the hospital by the police. It didn't say how, from lying on the ground, from being instructed to lie on the ground. And from the report, they complied to being shot 4 times. Cecil Sampat lost his life. The second individual was a man the police claim was wanted, 22-year-old Shurwayne Philly of Pleasance. 22-year-old Shurwayne Philly. They said they got a tip that he was hiding out by Ogle Seawall in an abandoned wooden shack. And as they forced their way into the shack, Philly, who was armed with a cutlass, advanced to them, according to them, the police. The suspect then attacked the police, who discharged a round. Ladies and gentlemen, the suspect attacked the police, according to the report, who discharged a round which struck Philly in his eye. He fell to the ground and was picked up and escorted to the GPHC, where he was seen and examined by a doctor who pronounced him dead on arrival. He was shot in the eye by police. And that matter is still under investigation. We turn our attention to this other case, which made headlines. The other case that made headlines, Peter Headley. Headlines, Peter Headley. And this situation here, my God, ladies and gentlemen, again, it is claimed that the police were investigating the fatal shooting of a robbery accused. Peter Headley, still on the investigation. Robbery accused. Headley was fatally shot, again according to Starbuck News, while being taken to the Providence. While being taken to the Providence police station. Right? While being taken to the Providence police station. According to the report, Headley, 45, of Kitty, was shot and killed while he was being transported to the Providence police station. Folks, y'all hear story now. Y'all hear story now. The police had said in a preliminary inquiry, here's story now about Peter Headley. The police had said in a preliminary inquiry, the inquiry revealed that the cops were acting on a tip-off. How was a tip-off? Into an armed robbery. Right? Acting on a tip-off, an armed robbery that was committed at Hurstelling, May 11, 2021. The vehicle had Headley and another passenger, according to Starbuck News, who is also being treated as a suspect. The vehicle was intercepted. During the search of the vehicle, a television that was suspected to have been stolen during the May 11th armed robbery was found, prompting police to arrest Headley and the other passenger. But here is where it gets strange. Stranger than fiction. Headley was placed, y'all ever hear anything like this? Headley was placed in the front passenger seat of the civilian vehicle. In the front passenger seat of the civilian vehicle, not the police vehicle. Here's the story now. Which was being driven by a police rank. A civilian vehicle being driven by a police rank with an armed police force rank in the back seat. While the other suspect was placed in the police vehicle. The other suspect was placed in the police vehicle with other ranks. Wow. So one in the civilian vehicle with 2 police and one in the police vehicle. According to Starbucks, says that me. On their way to the station, the police said that Headley reached under the seat. Headley reached under the seat of the vehicle and pulled out what appeared to be a firearm. Appeared. They didn't confirm it's a firearm. Appeared. He reached under the seat. Why would they have him in the front seat? Only God knows. Right? Pulled out what appeared to be a firearm, causing the rank to discharge a round, which struck him in his body. Headley, the father of 2 boys, was taken to the Diamond Diagnostic Center, where he succumbed, receiving medical treatment. And I think the report says that Mr. Headley died of perforation of the lung due to gunshot injury. Perforation of the lung due to gunshot injury. Now we turn our attention to Orin, Boston. Orin, Boston, who was shot this morning. And only God knows why. Because again, there have been so many differing reports. The Guyana Police Force put out a statement. The Ministry of Home Affairs put out a statement. And from the reports at the station, from the news media, several questions are unanswered. Citizens want to know, are we returning to the dark days of extrajudicial killing? Folks, y'all better share this live stream. Are we returning to the dark days of extrajudicial killings? The public says there are flagrant inconsistencies with the reports. What were the police searching for? That has not been answered. Or there are several different reports. What were they searching for? Did they have a warrant to arrest, to search? Did they have a warrant? Not stated. How did they enter the yard of Mr. Boston? How did they enter the house of Mr. Boston? How did they enter the bedroom of Mr. Boston? And who, ladies and gentlemen, entered the yard, the house, and the bedroom? According to the Guyana Police Force, police ranks, they did not identify who. They said they were conducting an anti-crime operation. Which aspect of the police rank, of the police force? Just says police ranks. That is all we have. Police rank. Listen to what the Guyana Chronicle said. We're trying to find who were these guys. According to Chronicle, Boston tragically lost his life after the ranks from the anti-crime operations in the Police Regional Division 2 were conducting an operation. This is Chronicle. Boston tragically lost his life after ranks from the anti-crime operations of the Police Regional Division 2, this is Esikebo, were conducting an operation. But then this is HGP-TV. Had a report as well. Special Weapons and Tactics Unit Team consisting of 1 officer and 11 ranks. 1 officer and 11 ranks were deployed Tuesday, September 14th from headquarters Georgetown to conduct an anti-crime operation in Region 1. But then the police, Chronicle just say it was people from the region. But another report says they were from headquarters in Georgetown. One wonders Ladies and gentlemen, Guyanese at home and around the world, one wonders whether this is the regional joint support teams that the PPP just went in Parliament the other day and asked for $250 million to finance. Is this the regional joint support teams that Gail Teixeira, that old foul, just went to Parliament and asked for $250 million to finance? Is this that regional joint support team? One wonders who they be. Ladies and gentlemen, one wonders who they be. Who it is? Who it is? Is it the regional joint support team in action? Remember, don't tell nobody, but Annette Ferguson called them the black clothes. And she said a man from the army was in charge and they're suing she. The word on the street is the black clothes, but they call them regional joint support teams. It's the black clothes. They call them regional joint support teams. To help us make sense of this, I want to welcome the MP from the region where this thing happened and who understands the issue because he has been dealing with it before the sun came up this morning. Let us welcome MP Shurwayne Holder to the program this evening. MP Holder, very good evening. Makes sense.
Good evening, Sharad. Good evening to your viewers.
Make sense of it for us.
Well, Sharad, I would put it this way: it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really make sense at this point. There are lots of unanswered questions. I'm getting a little feedback, Sharad.
I think I may have sorted that out. Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, a lot of unanswered questions here. Why is it that a team from Georgetown had to come down here for this operation, for a mere search operation? How is it that the Orin Boston ended up being shot and killed in such a horrific and brutal manner? So a lot of it doesn't make sense to the family, to the community, and that is why you're seeing massive protests, the type of response that we saw today, and what is actually continuing as I speak here. I'm actually out just maybe 100 meters away from the blockade. I'm in my car, obviously, just trying to get somewhere where we can speak. I'm not hearing you, Sharad.
Tell us what is happening on the ground there currently. Tell us.
The blockade is still in place. I can see as I
look. This is a
look.
blockade put in place by the citizens who are protesting this horrific killing.
Yes, by the residents of Dartmouth and persons from other communities. And mind you, there are persons from other neighboring communities that are supporting this. Well, Dartmouth is predominantly Afro-Guyanese community, but I can tell you this, persons from the neighboring Indo-Guyanese community who normally go to Dartmouth and have friends and maybe even relatives there, they're also supporting the action taken by this community today in their efforts to get justice for the Boston family.
Shurwayne, what is the atmosphere there like currently? Is there an active police presence? Is the army there?
The police remains at about, I would say, maybe a quarter mile away. They're behind my vehicle, a little way behind my vehicle. I'm about 100 meters to the blockade. That is to the bridge, the main blockade, because there are several blockages along the road. So I am on Dunkeld Road, that's a neighboring community, just 100 meters away from the Dartmouth main bridge. But I can see smoke, I can see heavy smoke, I can see there's a fire there, there are lots of debris there and persons just behind that. You can see that the road is filled with persons there currently as we speak. But there is a police presence, as I said, about maybe about quarter mile away, because there's several debris
Mhm.
that is preventing them from getting in.
Mhm.
And personally, frankly speaking, I don't think that they actually want to come in to Dartmouth at the moment, given the mood of
I
the
was just
people
about
here.
to ask you, what is the mood of the people there?
Sherrod, it is one of anger, disbelief, I would say frustration. That is what I sense amongst the residents here in Dartmouth. And I
Mhm.
think people are getting, they're fed up with the system and this kind of police action. They,
Yeah.
they had you had similar instances of this happening before 2015. And
Yeah.
so the people have said now that, look, they're fed up of it and they would not have any of this anymore. It is time that they step up and create some kind of resistance against this kind of brutality that normally happens within their community whenever the PPP government is in office.
Sharon, I know you've had a chance to talk to people close to this issue. We learned that Mr. Boston was shot in his upper arm. It kind of boggles the mind in 21st century. How does somebody, die from a gunshot wound to their upper arm? We saw reporting that says that the police who shot him tried to resuscitate him. Uh, to your mind, what transpired there from what you know, the folks you would have been talking to?
Sharon, I talk directly, and I wouldn't want to disclose everything that was said to me
Mhm.
because there is an obvious investigation, and we know
Correct.
how what happens with evidence and the way how the police operate. But I spoke with his wife, who was there on the scene, and let me tell you something. I am convinced that he was shot in his bed. He was shot in his bed. She
Why
said
are
to
you
me he
convinced?
never knew. One shot, and she said he never knew what hit him. All he said, he made a song and that was it for him. In her opinion, he was dead right there on the spot. Now, I don't know about this thing with trying to
Mhm.
resuscitate him. What I gather is that there was lots of confusion after they committed this act. Confusion among the ranks. They were cursing each other and blaming each other, and that was the atmosphere there. Then they ran for the first aid kit. So I think
Mhm.
that is where the media is putting out that they tried some CPR. I don't know if they understand what CPR means, but
Mhm.
what I learned is that they placed something like a band-aid or maybe some gauze on the wound. That is
Mhm.
all that they did. That is what was said to me. Now
Mhm.
this guy had kids in the house, kids that were awake, fully awake, and
Mhm.
understood what had happened. Maybe not fully. She said to me, look, the children were screaming and they were yelling for the police to bring back their father. And they turned to her and asked her if daddy is going to come back. And
Wow.
she said, painfully, no, your daddy is dead. And I think that was the most heart-wrenching moment that I experienced in my discourse with the wife of Orin Boston. So the mood in Dartmouth here is one of severe anger, and rightfully so. And at this point in time, the villagers, the family are calling for justice. And I think they just indicated to me that what they would like to see is the police officially arrested. They don't want to hear about this close arrest. We understand what happens during close arrest and how that goes. They don't want to hear about close arrest. They want this guy to be charged for the murder of Orin Boston. And
Yeah.
they said to me that they will not rest until that has happened, because there is a witness. His wife has witnessed the murder, and there is no doubt in their minds that this was an execution.
MP Holder, this is the first time I'm hearing of this name, Mr. Boston. or in Boston. It's the very first time for me. From the reports, a team left Georgetown for this specific purpose, to go to this home, to apprehend, to invade this home in this manner. Do you know what they were looking for? And do you get a sense from those persons that you spoke with that there was an intent to kill from all that transpired?
Sherrod, look, nobody knows what they were searching for. They had the house surrounded with a number of ranks. This wasn't a wanted individual. I learned that they're spreading, the PVP is spreading among their supporters in the region here that this guy was somehow wanted. That is the kind of dirty politics they play. This guy let me tell you this guy was up and front when the installed president was in Dartmouth. Police didn't want him. He was on the road. He was at the function there. I personally saw him. I personally interacted with him, right, amongst all the police. So this wasn't a wanted man. And so they came there with their squad, and they could have simply called him out, arrest him, place him.
So you were saying when Irfaan Ali, the installed president, visited Region 2 recently, Mr. Boston was part of that. He went out to hear what was happening.
He was there. I saw him personally. I spoke with him, maybe not on a personal level, but he passed me and he said hi. Right?
Did he say anything? Did he say anything during that time when the president was visiting? Was he loud? Was he just one of the many spectators, one of the many members of the public who went out there just to see what was happening?
No. He was very reserved. He was just going about his business as per normal, as a normal resident of Dartmouth. There was nothing suspicious, no behavior from him, no anger coming from him towards the presidential team or the police, anything. He was just free to walk and move about. I even saw him talking with critics. So I can tell you that I was there on the spot. So this guy wasn't wanted in no way by the police. And so it is mind-boggling that they launched this operation soon after Irfaan would have returned to Georgetown. You know, yes,
MP Holder, from some of the reports as well, some of the reports suggest that there was a struggle between law enforcement officers and Mr. Boston. In that process, he was shot. But I think I want to get clearly from you, the folks you were talking to on the ground there, suggested Mr. Boston was shot in his bed. I think that's what I heard from you. Very, very clear.
Yes, exactly. Look, I don't know where they got that story from. I saw it, but the evidence on the ground, what the key witnesses are saying, that Mr. Boston didn't even know what hit him. The wife, all she heard was ouch, and that was it. Her husband was dead right there, and she lay there. They instructed her not to move, and she expressed a number of things to me, what happened during that time, which I do not want to disclose. But that is what I believe that is what actually transpired. She had no reason to say anything differently, Sherrod. They found absolutely nothing in the home. They searched the ceiling, they searched under the beds, they ransacked the rooms where the kids were, and they found absolutely nothing. At one point, she said to me that they were looking for a birth certificate. So that would be very interesting to know, why is it that they were looking for Mr. Boston's birth certificate?
Yeah. So no gun was found, no illegal substances, nothing.
Nothing.
Mr. Boston, according to reports, was shot in his upper arm and died from a gunshot wound to his upper arm. According to the reports. MP Shurwayne Holder, what do you say to the residents of Dartmouth this evening? Knowing the mood, knowing the tension there, seeing what's happening, the police trying to keep their distance, trying to keep things at bay. What do you say to the nation as the MP representing that region?
Sherrod, that's a difficult one. To the people of Dartmouth, firstly, I would express my condolences once again. I would express to them that myself and the opposition are in their corner. You know, with this injustice, we are going to stand with them and to ensure that justice is served. What I would say to the people of Dartmouth also is that they have to continue to unite in this struggle. What
Mhm.
they have done today, they have achieved a lot, in my opinion. They have forced the commissioner of police, the crime chief, and all the top brass here, and that is some level of success. But for them to actually get justice, they have to stay united as a united group and fight this thing together. Nobody is talking about committing violence against
Mhm.
anybody or behaving in a particular manner. But all I'm saying is that we must stand up together against the excesses of the police and the excesses of the PPP government. And that is also my message for the wider Guyana, for the wider community, whether you are APNU AFC supporters or your PPP supporters or your independents or you don't have a political view. Nevertheless, we have a running dictatorship in this country, as we recognize every single day. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we together as Guyanese must unite against any dictatorship. It doesn't matter which party or which government is in office or whether you support them or not. The point is that once you have a dictatorship and people's rights are violated and you have injustices, as in the case with Mr. Boston here, persons must have their voices heard. People must take to the streets and unite and support each other in this fight against these injustices and this dictatorship.
Very well, MP Shurwayne Holder, the regional MP representing that area there, well, that entire region there, Essequibo. Folks, it was our privilege having MP Shurwayne Holder. I've lost him there, but again, I can't add anything than what he has said. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the people of Essequibo, the residents there at Dartmouth in this very dark time. And we pray that a better sense will prevail with the Guyana Police Force and that justice will be done on this issue. Justice will be done. And folks, as we wrap up our program this evening, you know, every night we encourage you guys to wear your mask, sanitize, social distance, practice all the COVID-19 protocols that are in place for your health and your safety, that of your friends, family, and loved ones. And folks, as we go, I cannot emphasize how much we need your help. And that is why we've been asking you guys to partner with us, help us to do our program in an even better way, help us to get you the credible information. We cannot do it alone, and we invite you guys to partner with us, help us to go to some of these places to get the information, help us to build out our program. And so we're asking you guys to come on board with us on a monthly basis, partner with us, $5 US, $10, $15, $20 US. At Cash App, it's the $ in the ring 592. It's the $ in the ring 592. At PayPal, it's in the ring 592 at gmail.com. That's our email there. In the ring 592 at gmail.com. That's our PayPal email address. And at the MMG system, the homegrown indigenous system MMG, we're on 267-6963. Any queries you have, any information you have, any information tip, any newsworthy thing that is happening where you are, send us your video. We will answer your inquiries. We will give you guidance. Send us the information on 627-6963. We're also available on WhatsApp, and we also are available via Western Union. Folks, it has been our privilege. It has been our privilege hosting you guys this evening. It's our privilege having you guys turn up here. And as you know, I'm going to stick around for a little bit and give some folks a shout out. But that's our program for this evening. For the rest of you, folks, we got to fight. Y'all are seeing what's happening. We got to fight. Let's fight, folks. Y'all getting the people worried. I don't know why 5,000 plus y'all shop at this program. Y'all are getting the people worried. You all are getting the folks word, but we love having you guys. It's our privilege having each and every one of you. Again, our thoughts and prayers go out to all the folks we've lost to COVID-19 recently. Our brother Maxwell, Thom, our condolences to his family, the family of Mr. Boston there in Essequibo. Our thoughts and prayers are with you guys and all the other folks who are hurting across this country this evening. For whatever reason, our thoughts and prayers are with you tonight. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Folks, as you go, share the live stream. Share the live stream. Share the live stream. Don't disappoint Priya. She said we do this thing for the likes. And who knows, perhaps you all do it for the likes. So we want to see those emojis. And share the live stream. Spurrily, good to see you there. Onessa Wardine, thanks for coming by. Joanne Hooper, thanks for dropping by. Bettino Nichman, thanks for dropping by, guys. Asani Bowman, good to see you there, Asani. Thanks for coming by. Kim Walker and Armstrong, Alexis Arthur, and I see Laura is there too. Amanda Daniels, I see surname Co, Roseanne Princess. Good to see you guys. Pray for our nation. Pray for our leaders. They need it. They need it. It's confusion, power, people. They need it. The Jagabats need it. The crosses need it. Alexis Arthur, good to see you. Carolyn Balgobin, good to see you. I see also, is it Volme Wilson, Patricia Gravesandi Goodman, good to see you as well. Raul, good to see you. Abigail Othniel Prasad. I see Andrew Cuthbert, good to see you. Andrew, Alexis, Arthur, good to see you. All of you folks there in Berbice. We got a lot of fans there in Berbice, Region 5, Region 6. Folks from, as far as Belladrum, right past 28, Bushlot, all of those places. We are so privileged to have each and every one of you join us. Walder Robinson, Wills Felix, good to see you there. Tara, good to see you, Tara. I haven't seen Tara for a little bit. Tara, how are you doing? Tara tagged me on a lot of things on Facebook. Love it, Tara. Keep it going, Tara. There in Region 6. Yasmin Henry, good to see you as well, Yasmin. And Joylyn Cook. I see Princess Prince and Norvala Noble. Good to see you, Norvala. Latoya Bascom. Folks, partner with us. It's going to be money well spent. It's going to be money. We're doing this thing bigger and we're doing it better. Them a watch we. And we're going to get them more for talk. We're going to get them more for talk. Thanks for sharing the live stream. All of you guys who took the time to share the live stream, thank you so much. Omar Paria, good to see you. Omar Agre Marsh, good to see you. Agre Raquel Peters, Danish. Is it Paragon? Good to see you, Danish. Jazzy Janice Innes, good to see you, Jazzy. And Deborah Halley, good to see you. What 2700 y'all still sitting around for? I ain't got no parish, forgive y'all. I ain't even got a black tea or a dry land. Thank you, Lover Prince, for coming by. Arlette Tom, good to see you. The folks in number five. Big up number 5. Let me ring this bell for number 5. Number 5. We were there just the other day for the Henry Boys. Good to see you there. Folks in number 5, thanks for tuning in this evening. Share the live stream. We want as many people to get this information. This is the things you don't see in Chronicle. You don't see them in Chimes. You don't see them other places. But it's in the ring, folks. We got to contend with the ideas. We are going to be respectful to people. But when we got to punch somebody, we're going to punch y'all. You put your chin up, you can get knocked out. Nadia James, good to see you. Polly Ann Cord, good to see you. Chanel Clark, good to see you as well. Chanel, all of you lovely, beautiful people. It's our privilege. It's our privilege. Well, we way in the overtime tonight. We way in the overtime. We wanted you guys to get all the information. Get all the information we had. Radha Singh, good to see you, Radha. Erica Hooper, good to see you, Erica. Osman Hodge, good to see you, Osman. Bernice, Bruce, BB, good to see you, Bernice. Michelle Williams, great to see you as well. Doc, how you doing, man? Doc, how you doing? Doc. Michelle Williams, good to see you there. Samuel Harry, sometimes I get a little beside myself. Sometimes I get a little plenty, you know. I little enough. I know it. Priya, how you doing, girl? Good night, Priya. Good night, Priya. Respect your manners. Good to see you there, Raquel Blair, Marlon Parag, Onessa Wardine, all of you good folks. All of you good folks. Kim Walker and Laverne Peters. Folks, that's our program for this evening. Stay well. Stay well. It was great having each and every one of you. See you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Stay well, guys.